Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jayanti. If you would like to support my channel, then please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, I would like to request, please keep the notification bells on so that you can receive my latest videos. Today, I'll be doing a collective reading about light workers and what they are meant to do in this world. So please keep in mind this is a collective reading, so it may resonate and it may not resonate for some. So let's begin with the reading now. I'll begin with the collective reading on light workers and let's see what the energies are for today. Also, I would like to thank my new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. I would also like to request all my new viewers to subscribe to my channel and to keep your notification bells on and to like the videos. It will really help my channel. So let's begin with the reading and let's see like what are light workers meant to do, collectively, because there is a greater shift happening in the world, and let's see. So the first card that I got is the Empress card. So I do feel like a lot of you are meant to be in an artistic field. So follow your passion, and this could be literally anything. This could be things that you create, creative things in terms of fashion, and definitely something very creative. So if you are into fashion, you should go ahead and do that. If you like creating new things, go ahead and do that. This also talks about having interest in fine arts. So if you like painting or if you like sketching, do that. People are really going to heal through your art. That is what I feel. So if you do have a skill towards that, please do that. Painting, and then I see singing, acting, writing. Maybe people will heal through your words. Some will heal through your music, the songs that you sing. And some of you could also be makeup artists. So that is also because Empress is Venus energy, so it does define artistic things. Some of you could be painters, writers and makeup artists, or a hairstylist. So you're meant to, heal people through that. And yes, you can heal people through makeup and hair too, because when you're doing beautiful makeup, you're allowing people to feel beautiful about themselves. Makeup also enhances your beauty, it enhances your features, right? Hairstyle also, it enhances your beauty, and it helps you groom your hair and things like that. So definitely anything that makes people feel better about themselves. Writing does the same thing. It gives a new perspective to someone. Literally through your writing, people can heal. People can get inspired to do better things in life. Same as with music. Whenever you're sad, your music literally heals people. You could be a comedian, and probably you make people laugh, through acting, and that also kind of heals people, because whenever they are sad, and whenever they watch you, there's a change in their frequency. They are no longer sad. They're happy. So I do feel that artistic field is something that is very spiritual, and it allows you to heal. And yes, comedians also heal you, musicians also heal you through your music, and many other things. Some people heal through painting. If you're not meant to heal others, probably first you're meant to heal your own self through your painting, and then probably share that with the world, and allow them to experience the same healing. So that is what I see. Let's see what other cards I get. You guys are definitely meant to be very abundant, and then you're meant to share this abundance with the world, to make it a better place, not just keep it for yourself. Yeah, like I think in the collective, the energies are very imbalanced, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So you're meant to do these things so that you can heal people collectively and help them get out of that. Yeah. I think a lot of things are coming to light, in terms of the healing energy that is meant to be given in the world, the problems that people are going through. So that is going to come to light. And there is this awareness that the energies are not balanced, and we need those kind of healers and light workers in the world, who can literally heal through their profession. You could literally, like, some of you could literally be in the justice system, and uh, someone who's not corrupt, so that is also how you help the person. If you're not a corrupt lawyer, if you're not a corrupt judge, you're helping people in the world, right? And it doesn't matter, to be a light worker, you don't have to be in a spiritual field. You can be in any other field, but still, be a good person, be a better cop, uh, be a better person, and that is how you can help people. Let's see what other energies that I get. What I want people to know is that no matter what field you are in, it doesn't really make a difference, uh, it doesn't have to be a spiritually based field, to make an impact in the world, and I think because of the healing energy that you spread in the world, it's really allowing others to fulfill their wishes, not only yours, but other people's wishes are also going to be fulfilled through that, so if you're a cop, be a better cop, if you're a judge, make sure you speak for those helpless people, who need justice through you, and same goes for the army, the main thing is you shouldn't be corrupt, that is the thing, and that is how you can help. Yeah, I think this world needs a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, lot of intuitive energy. While you're doing this, you also need to have discernment and use your intuitive energies, that is what I feel. Lot of intuitive energy is expected out of you. That way you'll be able to balance your empathy. So whenever you are in a field, you also have to have that form of discernment and that form of emotional intelligence to understand how to maneuver around situations, while helping these people out. Yeah, I do feel like there are going to be community of light workers that are going to help this world. You guys are also going to allow to help other people have a stable foundation, that is the kind of energy that you're bringing into this world. Lot of stability, lot of unions, I do feel like the potential is infinite, the kind of energies that you're bringing in this world is going to be infinite, it could be overseas, it could be literally all over the world, because I think light workers all over the world are uniting, yeah. This is also Mother Earth energy, whenever I see the Pentacles card, it is something, it's a grounding energy, it's Mother Earth energy. So definitely I think the energy of Mother Earth is also going to be healed through you, you're going to literally teach people how to come together, the Ten of Cups is there, so you're going to be like this global family who's going to also get other people together, because see, no man is an island, right? There need to be communities that work for each other, right? Support each other. So that's what I see, that you guys will be helping many communities together through your field. Yeah, I do feel like wherever there has been injustice, and people didn't have the clarity, you're going to bring awakening to that situation, definitely people are going to adapt a better lifestyle, the Nine of Pentacles is there, so this also talks about focusing on your health, your fitness, a better lifestyle, better food, so people are going to have awareness about that. I think this card is also telling me, because the Judgment is reversed here, it's also telling me in the past people didn't have awareness about the diet that they are following, the lifestyle that they are following, and now that is going to definitely change, people will know what foods are correct for them, what diet they are meant to follow, and they're going to be very health conscious in terms of the food that they consume, that is what I see. The kind of medicine that they use, and take, all that is really going to change, and they're really going to focus on their health and vitality. This also talks about physical appearance. So yeah, a lot to do with your fitness and things like that. That is also something that I feel. Yeah, at times the growth can feel slow, but definitely whatever you guys are putting in, that's really going to help the world. That is what I see. It's going to be a slow progress, not a drastic progress, but definitely. Yeah, the Six of Cups is there. So definitely this is something that you decided to do in a past lifetime, and you're going to complete this work in this lifetime, yeah. So this does have connection to a past lifetime, something probably you decided from a past lifetime, or this was your dream ever since you were a child, childhood dream of doing these things. But you also need to know that yes, the foundation is definitely solid, and but it's going to be a slow growth initially. People are not just going to adapt to this immediately. It's going to be a slow process, but you're meant to stick to that. Yeah, and this is going to happen all over the world because the world card is there. The change is going to happen all over the world. Once it starts, it's going to spread everywhere, all around the world. Yeah, that is what I see. Yeah, the only thing is, I feel whenever it happens, it's going to be slowly because I see the devil card. There's definitely going to be an outward influence of negative energies, negative people who are going to, probably spread false information and spread false knowledge and fear in the public so that, they don't follow this lifestyle, by giving you false information. And it could take a while for these things to pick up, but definitely it's going to pick up in the long run. That is what I feel. Yeah, you being asked to keep planting the seeds. The Seven of Pentacles is there. So look at the bigger picture. Yeah, because in the long term it's really going to help you. It may be slow in the beginning, whatever movement you're starting, whatever positive changes that you're trying to bring in the world. At first it may seem very slow. You may not even get the kind of attention that you're wanting for. And when I say attention, I'm not talking about the superficial attention, but attention to that particular cause, right? It may take time for that to pick up, but slowly it's going to pick up. And the reason why it's slow is because of this devil energy. There are some forces who don't want you to adapt to a new lifestyle, especially it comes to food and medicine. There are people who have been rich, and you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people are rich because of not using Ayurveda or homeopathy, and they've made allopathy legal, right? And that's not the way of life. Actually, any day homeopathy and Ayurveda is way better than than the normal medicine that we use, right? So they are basically trying to stop that because obviously that is bringing them a lot of profit. They don't want us to use Ayurveda or homeopathy, right? That is what I feel. And it's not really killing the root problem of the disease, whatever diseases we have. These medicines are not helping us. So we are meant to switch to probably homeopathy or Ayurveda instead of using the medicines that we use right now, which are there in the market. It's not good for us, yeah, good for our body. But there are people who are profiting out of this, so they don't want that change to happen, right? They don't want people to refuse it. But I do feel once people start refusing it on a global level, one finally decides not to buy these medicines, then they're definitely going to have a loss. So this is also about loss of power, loss of control, loss of money. These people don't want to lose out on their money, and they're willing to do anything for that. So definitely whenever this positive change happens, it's going to happen very slowly. But I think something is better than nothing. So that is definitely important. Yeah, eventually there's going to be a lot of expansion. Three of Wands card is there. So initially it could be slow, but it's going to grow into a global movement where people are going to reject. And I can attest for this because I've seen changes in food, definitely. There was a time people were not that health conscious, and now you see, everybody's having cold pressed oils, and it wasn't that common, 10 years back, people were not that conscious. So I do feel like people are choosing a better lifestyle now in terms of food. There is definitely a positive shift So it's going to be slow, and slowly everyone is going to adapt, to it. That is what I feel. Yeah, the Chariot card is there. So whatever hurdles we face through this devil energy, this energies who are hungry for power, control, and money, who are profiting out of this situation, wherein they are promoting junk food and junk things, they're definitely going to lose. The Chariot card is there. So you're going to overcome this, because the world is changing, there is a change, we are moving into the fifth dimension. So a lot of our food habits are also changing, because our bodies cannot adapt to those energies if we continue eating the food that we are eating, especially I'm talking about the junk food and food that is not good for our body, if we really want to fit into the 5D, then we have to adapt to these new foods, which we always had in the past, right? If we look at our grandparents, they weren't having this kind of a diet, their diet was more natural, right? So yeah, the hermit energy is there. So definitely there's going to be a mass awakening, and there are going to be mentors and teachers who will be educating people all over the world. People will be self-reflecting, and they're going to contemplate a lot. And these moments of isolation will really give them inner wisdom as to what is good for them, because health is your wealth. Without health you can't do anything in your life, right? If your health is bad, you can't work, you can't do anything in life. So it's very important to have a good healthy lifestyle. Let me see what all I see through the oracle cards. First, let me see what messages we have from the Ascendant Masters, and see what messages we have. Yeah, the first card I got is Gaia, so Mother Earth really wants you to respect her, develop your connection to her, and be mindful of the planet, and stay grounded. She really wants you to treat Mother Earth how she needs to be treated. A lot of people are not respectful to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is providing you with everything, that you have right now. So be respectful towards that. Let's see what other Ascendant Masters we get. Saint Germain is there, So yeah, not only you, Mother Earth's karma is also being released, because Mother Earth also has chakras like us, So she's also ascending, and so are we, Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. So that is what you're being asked to. The more you move past drama and create positive energy in this world, it's also going to allow Mother Earth to ascend, to a higher timeline, We can shift from a lower dimension to a higher dimension, And the collective also contributes towards that, We also contribute towards that. Yeah, a lot of light activation is going to happen, in the world. That is what I see. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear, So follow your internal guidance. Light activation is definitely happening all over the world. That is what I see. Let's see. Yeah. You're being asked to have open communication with everyone. Yeah. And whatever you want to speak about, something like something has been on your mind and you've stopped yourself, you're being asked to communicate about that. And speak with love whenever you want to, spread the word. Just be loving with your words and make sure you're heard, That is what you're being told. Let's see. We have Master Buddha, Gautam Buddha here, deep connection, your inner voice. So you're being asked to literally listen to your inner connection. Cosmic gateways are opening. Yeah. Your thoughts are magnetic, and powerful. So definitely miraculous changes are occurring for you. That is what is being told. So focus on the good things, the things that you want to manifest, and definitely that is going to happen for you. Yeah, that is what I see. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding, So whenever you're facing any hurdles or challenges, it's just to teach you some lessons, in terms of spirituality and life lessons. So learn from that. That is meant for your soul growth. That is where you're going through that. Let's see what other cards we get. White eagle, so your ancestor spirits are also there. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed, So if you guys are stuck in a similar pattern, and it's been bothering you, it's like a loop. You're not able to come out of it. Everyone in your family is stuck in those patterns. You're being asked to heal those patterns. That is what I feel. Let's see what other cards I receive. Green Tara Ma card is there. So definitely supreme protection is there for you. You have nothing to fear. You are protected. Any negative cords that are attached to any negative people, that is being removed for you. Move beyond your limitations and trust. That is what you're being asked to do. The Holy Spirit is also there with you. Yeah. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So these are the energies that I've got right now from the Ascendant Masters. Let's see what other messages that we get in terms of your work as a light worker. So let's see what cards we receive. Yeah, you're meant to shine as the sun, And if you see in this card, again, there's a lot of creative energy happening, the energy that I picked up on, the Empress energy. All of you light workers are going to definitely be very abundant, because you're not only going to use this abundance for yourself, you're going to help a lot of people in this world. A lot of creative energy is there. You're going to birth new ideas. Some of you are going to be painters, writers, makeup artists, hairstylists, probably creating clothes, handbags, which could be vegan, vegan shoes, vegan handbags, and clothes that are good for your body, not just for fashion, but good for your body, in harmony with nature, and things like that. So that is what I see. Some of you could be, like I said, actors and comedians, musicians, healing people through music. Some of you probably heal people through your dance, So that is what I see. Let's see what other cards we get. Yeah, you're being asked to appreciate yourself. So if there's a lack of gratitude, please make sure you appreciate yourself and do practice of gratitude. Yeah. So whenever you feel like things are not working out, you are meant to focus on gratitude. That is what I'm being told. Let's see what other cards we get. Yeah, you are on the temple path is there. So definitely you are on a divine path. This is a divine journey. And let's see what else you're meant to do. Yeah, there could be times when you face a lot of anxiety. Yeah, but you're meant to still walk the path. Yeah, the path can be difficult at times, but don't let that, basically stop you from doing what you're meant to do. That is what I feel. Also, I feel like you're meant to help other people who are probably going through anxiety, That is what I feel. Yeah, definitely. You're not only going to become abundant, you're also going to help other people become very abundant in their life, Yeah, there's a lot of nature things that I see. So, I do feel like people will get inspired by you. A lot of people are going to probably, grow trees, have a farm, grow fruits, vegetables, a lot of things which are related to nature, Some of them may even grow flowers, to sell them, a lot of flowers, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, buy land, grow trees, or probably have a farm, Those are the kind of things that I see here. Yeah, you're definitely someone who's led by the heart, This group of people are very heart-centered, that is what I feel, You have a lot of empathy, And you're not only helping yourself, you're helping everyone across the globe, Definitely a lot of riches are going to come to you. And you're not going to just use this wealth for your own self, but you're going to help many people in the world, So not only are you going to uplift your own self, you're going to uplift many people around the globe. That is what I see. Let's see what other cards you get. Yeah, I feel you definitely going to help people who are feeling like a failure, right? That is what I feel. Like there are many people who've lost all hope, they feel like a loser, they feel like a failure, and you're going to help those people who are feeling helpless, like they have no help anymore in the world, you're going to help such people, I feel. Yeah, you guys have a golden heart, you're going to help many people in the world, you're not just going to spend the wealth for yourself and do nothing for the world, you're definitely going to help, Yeah, the moon card is there. So you're definitely someone who's very intuitive. You can feel the feelings and emotions of other people, what they're going through. Many opportunities are going to open for you, because of the great work that you're doing for everyone. Yeah. I do feel like you're also going to attract a lot of envy, but again, that doesn't matter as long as you're on the right path. That is also going to happen. Yeah. And you're definitely going to manifest your dreams, I feel. Yeah, the magician card is there. So definitely you're going to manifest everything uh, that you're trying to do in the world, because the world card is here, So definitely you're going to make a beautiful impact in the world. I'll just pull out a last oracle card from some other deck, and then I'll end the reading here. So let's see what we get. Yeah. So definitely the letting go energy is here. I surrender joyously to the ebb and flow of life. So you're definitely going to be a group of individuals who, flow with life. So you're definitely going to adapt to your circumstances, and you're definitely always going to be in the energies of joy. And letting go will definitely help you a lot. This particular group. Yeah, and launch your journey. So after letting go, you launch into a new journey, and you're going to travel a lot. And you're really going to help everyone in the world. That is what I feel. But you being asked to let go, and then just go with the flow. That is the message. Yeah, you guys are going to literally awaken ancient wisdom. Deeper inner knowing is emerging within you. So definitely you are being guided by an ancient wisdom. You guys are old souls. So that is really going to happen for you. And this is the message that I see for this collective. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much.